Good morning, children. We are meeting after many days. I hope you are all right. Today I am going to start, rather, restart the chapter of political science, chapter 1, the Cold War era. Many of you have had attended the class, but some of you might have not attended the class. So, for their sake, I am going to revise the same chapter, which is the Cold War era. You know, the Cold War era means long time period. And war, when there is confrontation, clash, use of arms and weapons between two or more countries to show their influence or to show their power. And this is the Cold War era. Cold War means war is there, but not the traditional war. That is when there is tension, clashes, and disagreement on various issues, but there is no use of weapons and fire. So, this is the war between two superpowers mainly, and those two superpowers are USA and USSR, and we know that the USSR does not exist anymore now because it was disintegrated in the year 1991. Before that, and soon after the Second World War, which ended in 1945, then the world was divided into two parts, and those two parts were known as Eastern and Western, along with various other smaller countries which were led by, in eastern part, by USSR, and in western part by USA. USSR means Union of Soviet Socialist Republic, and USA, United Nations of America. So by now I think you know the meaning of the Cold War era, long time period. So this type of terms between these two superpowers, namely USA and USSR, that remained for quite long time period, right from 1945 up to 1991, and that is why this time period is called era. And there was no friendly relations, cooperation, and healthy relations between these two superpowers. Superpowers, the powers that were possessing and are also in today's time also, they are possessing nuclear weapons. Technologically, they are much ahead of many other countries in the world. But these were the main two superpowers, and to show their influence on various countries surrounded by them. And in Eastern Europe area, that was influenced by USSR, and Western Europe and other countries, they were influenced and supported by the countries known as Western alliances. Alliances are the joining of various smaller countries for their interest and for other reasons also.